Hello, everybody. We are going to start with the Aries, of course, for all signs, you and them. It will be slightly extended. I guess I'm going to be here for a while today. All right. Starting with Aries. Aries through Pisces today. All signs, you and them. Starting with Aries. Okay. Aries. Aries. Tell me what's going on in the situation between Aries and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on Aries' mind. What is going on in this situation? What is going on between Aries and the person the world wants to fall out, not letting it because it's not falling on its own, but it showed its face. So something's ended here, maybe an end of a cycle. Maybe let's take a deeper look. So what's going on between my Aries viewers and the person that's most prominent on their mind right now? Ace of Cups. The world wanted to come out. So maybe there is a stalemate here in this situation. The Ace of Cups is some sort of offer, something romantic. There is Six of Cups on the bottom. Love? Is there love on the horizon? Something new? Either a new person or this is new feelings between you and somebody else. Something that's being realized. Tell me more. Tell me more. What's going on in this situation between my Aries viewers and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind? Hi there. What's going on between my Aries viewers? This is a new opportunity. Might be somebody new. Might be somebody younger than you. Hi there, Hayden. Hi there. Might be somebody younger than you. Might be a new financial opportunity, but that's just for a few of you. We're talking about romantic here, and there is a lot of desire here between the two of you. A lot of desire. So let's take a look at your side of the story. How does Aries feel towards the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically? How does Aries feel? Aries, you're heavily attached here. Maybe a little bit of a codependency. Strong feelings, Aries. Might be dealing with the Capricorn, but Aries, on your side, this is very strong. There is a very strong attachment. This turned around, I usually don't take turnarounds, but something to consider. This, like, you want to offer this person something, or you want an offer from this person. Tell me more. Tell me more. There's a broken heart right here. There's a broken heart. For Scorpio, you will have to wait. Hello, good afternoon. Slide and Millie. There's a broken heart. You're feeling brokenhearted and attached, Aries, despite the fact that there is a very strong new beginning between the two of you. Are you feeling some sort of restriction here? Are you feeling like things can go sour any moment, at any moment? Tell me more. How does Aries feel towards their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind right now romantically? How does Aries feel? You want a relationship with them. This is crazy. You want a relationship. You want stability with this person. You want things to stabilize. You feel like they're out of reach for some reason. What does Aries want from this person? What does Aries want from this person? What does Aries want? This You want absolutely action, action from them. You want them to show you what they feel. You want them to act. But it does not look like you want something long term here. It's not like you are envisioning a lifetime with this person just yet. Maybe this person is not financially stable. You want a physical connection here for sure. It's like this is somebody who you're not quite envisioning anything very long lasting, but you want them to stay there. You want them to be there right now, and you want them to act, Aries. Let me know if this resonates. Let's take a look at their side. How does this person feel towards my Aries? This person feels like they want something. They feel like there has been a success in this, like they got you. They feel like they have your attention. They have you all to themselves. Tell me more. How does this romantic counterpart feel towards my Aries viewers? They might feel a desire to be with you. They also feel like it's a very impactful lesson for them. They want a relationship here. Tell me more. How does this person feel towards my Aries? They're holding back. They're holding back for some, and this is why they're holding back is activating your codependency and pain. What does this person want from my Aries viewers? The person that's most prominent on Aries' mind romantically. What does this person want? This person wants you to have only them in your life. They want you to choose them. They don't want anybody else here. They want feelings with you. They do want to move away, emotionally remove themselves simply because it feels like a lot right now. I think they think that you have a lot of options, Aries. And you actually might. There is also a possibility, Aries, that you feel so bad about being attached to this person that you want to break free and be independent from this. And they feel the same. They feel the same. It's like you're kind of mirroring each other, both holding back, but for different reasons, it seems. And each other holding back is triggering the other person in this situation. And yet there's a lot of desire, a lot of attraction and love here. So, what is the outcome between these two? What is the closest outcome between these two? Hey, how are you? What is the closest outcome between these two? You guys will be talking. You will small steps, very small steps here. But things are not dead yet. Things are not dead. Yeah, there will be a reconciliation here. You guys will be talking. There will be a reconciliation. Hi, Gemini. There will be a reunion here between the two of you, Aries. All right. I am done with Aries. We'll be moving on to Taurus. The readings are pretty thorough today, so you guys cannot complain. Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. I'm glad you get some rest this weekend. You're very welcome, Millie. All right, moving on to Taurus. My Taurus viewers and their romantic counterpart. My Taurus viewers and their romantic counterpart. My Taurus viewers and their romantic counterpart. Please please tell me what is going on between my Taurus viewers and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically. Something very slowly coming ahead. Probably somebody younger, probably somebody new. Not necessarily new, but very slow. Slow and steady. Might be dealing with another Taurus. There is fire here as well. There is a potential here. There is a potential. It looks like you're kind of exploring this situation with this person. Might be somebody new. Tell me more. No, actually, I'll just stop there. Tell me about how Taurus feels towards this person that's most prominent on their mind romantically. How does my Taurus viewers feel? You feel like you want to speed things up. You want to increase the speed here, the action, the movement. You want it to be a little bit quicker, which is very surprising for a Taurus. There's Sagittarius energy here. Tell me more. How does Taurus feel towards this person? You guys are communicating and you want to communicate more. You're enjoying this communication with the person. Tell me more. How does Taurus feel towards this person? You want to hear from them as well. Aries card here. You're feeling in control. You feel like you got it. You feel like, you know what? I'm standing my ground. I'm protecting my beliefs. I am minding my boundaries. I am in control here and I got it. This person is going to do whatever it is I need them to do, Taurus. That's what you feel. What else does Taurus feel towards this person? All right. Justice and Hanged Man. There's like is something is something is coming to balance here. You're getting clarity about something here. You're getting clarity, you're understanding. Things are, you're gaining a very deep insight here in this situation. Definitely getting clarity. Maybe things get justified. You're receiving some sort of fairness in this situation. And maybe you feel like this situation, after everything that's happened in your life, is finally putting things right. What does Taurus want from this person, from this romantic counterpart? What does Taurus want? You want, you first of all, you want communication and you want clarity. You want communication, clarity, and you want positivity. You want positive vibes here in this situation. You want positivity from this person. You want things to be good. This is what you want. You want a union. You want a union after a disappointment. You want a union after a disappointment. You want an understanding, clarity after a big disappointment, either with this person or with somebody else previously. It's like you want this person to correct the mistakes of the previous one. If not, you want things to balance out with this person, to stabilize, if this is not a new one. Tell me about this person's, oops, too many things are coming out. Tell me about this person's feelings towards my Taurus viewers. They want everything with you, Taurus. There are feelings here, very strong feelings. They want a relationship. They want fulfillment. They want their dreams to come true. But they're standing down right now, kind of minding their boundaries. They are experiencing a lot of feelings towards you, but lots of frustration. I feel like there is a lot of fear here as well in this person's mind. Maybe illusions. They don't quite understand this connection despite very strong feelings. Tell me, what does this person want from my Taurus? What does this person? They want a Seven of Swords, not a very good card. However, might does not necessarily have to be negative. It's like they want to be very strategic about this situation. Maybe they want to, maybe they don't want to tell you the whole truth here. They want to avoid certain things. Maybe avoid telling you things about themselves that are important for you to know. They are waiting for you, Taurus. If you guys are not speaking, they're waiting for you. They do want to, it's very strange because this looks like avoidance to me. So this person does have very strong feelings towards you. However, they're standing down because of fear, and they want to avoid this situation with you. They want to escape somehow. Taurus, because of fear. There is a lot of fear here. So you want something with them, but they're a chicken. What is the closest possible outcome between these two people, between Taurus and their romantic counterpart? There will be communication between the two of you. There will be a give and take. There might be multiple people involved, not necessarily not for all of you. Small steps will be made here, but the communication, be careful about the communication, Taurus. It might not be very sweet and gentle. It might be, hi, Joseph. Viron, Libra is after Virgo. If it helps. Um, they might not use very good words, or you might be a little bit hasty in terms of your words. So be careful about the communication. But there will be communication. There is Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck between the two of you. If there is none right now, or there will be clarity in this situation. Things are gonna improve. They are in the avoidant kind of energy right now. All right, next is Gemini. Guys, whoever's in the chat, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And if anybody wants a personal question answered, I can do that after all signs. And I usually charge $5 for that. So if you would like that, you can send me a super chat. Geminis, my Gemini viewers, my Geminis, my Geminis. My Geminis. All right. So what's going on between my Gemini viewers and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically? What is going on between my Gemini? Things are not happening the way that you want them to happen, Gemini. Quite a few Geminis in the chat, right? Somebody is selfish here. Maybe there is lack of confidence. Maybe somebody feels discredited. There's a lot of there's ego here and selfishness. Tell me more. What's going on between my Geminis and their romantic counterpart? What's going on between my Geminis and their romantic counterpart? Might be dealing with a Leo. There is an opportunity here, absolutely. A small, very small, maybe very small conversation, and there is a sense that this is not enough. Maybe the flirting, whatever is happening between the two of you is kind of lacking. You don't feel like it is fulfilling for you. How does my Geminis feel? My Gemini feel? My Gemini viewers feel towards their romantic counterpart? How do my Gemini viewers feel towards their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically? Yeah, you guys are kind of in the dumpster. You don't feel very good. You feel kind of a sense of defeat and maybe even betrayal, loss, or failure. Maybe due to juggling multiple priorities by the other person. There's a possibility of that. But you feel like you're kind of adapting to it. What else does my Gemini feel towards this person? Might be dealing with Capricorn, Gemini. What else? Illusions, fear, uncertainty, anxiety, not quite grasping the gist of what's happened between the two of you, or what's happening between the two of you. What does my Gemini want from this person, from this romantic counterpart that's most prominent in their mind? What does my Gemini want from this person? You want them to step up. You want them to step up and stop holding back. You want some courage from them. You want a little bit more. You want to feel a push from them. How does this person feel towards my? There's a lot that's coming out. How does this person feel towards my Gemini viewers? How does the person that's most prominent on my Gemini viewers' mind feel towards my Geminis? There is a lot of interest and desire here. They feel a lot of warmth and pleasure with you. They are definitely interested in you some way. Might be dealing with a Leo. There's an earth sign here as well. They don't feel as down as you do about this. Tell me more about their feelings towards my Gemini viewers. I feel like they are, if you guys are not talking, if this has gone through some sort of an ending, then they are looking at new opportunities elsewhere. However, there is still interest remaining with you. What else does this person feel? Yeah, they're very much in control right now of their reality. Um, very much in control, stubborn, controlling person. They feel like they need to stand their ground. But it's not like they don't want to listen to you. This person does not give me good vibes, Geminis. I don't know. This is probably the first time that I'm reading very positive cards kind of negatively, because this does not give me very good vibes. I don't know why. This person is giving me kind of like a controlling vibe, a bit of know it all. What does this person want from my Geminis? They want their wish fulfillment with you, Gemini. They want things to go their way. They want to. And what this wish is, tell me about Nine of Cups. What is this wish? You know, this is I, this is what I don't. You know what? They want their cake and eat it too and move on. That's what they want, Gemini here. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't know why, but this does not seem very nice to me, very good to me. Tell me about the outcome between my Gemini viewers and this person. I might be reading it totally wrong, but this to me is a little shaky. This person is not as invested as you might feel, because there are a lot of illusions on your side. You might not see them clearly. You might not realize who they really are. The outcome is disappointment and rejected offer. Regret, failure, disappointment, apathy, disconnect. So, you feel like this is accurate for you? Hi Axel, how are you? Yeah, this is not good. I say just stay away from this person for some reason. I don't know why. This person just gave me this odd vibe that they're like manipulating you or something like that. Not, and the cards are not really directly showing it. Like there was no magician in reverse or anything like that, but that Nine of Cups with Six of Swords and that Emperor just do not give me the good vibes. All right, next will be, thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you. That's very, very helpful. Next will be Cancer. Next will be Cancer. Let me just remove somebody here. All right. 1 second, guys. All right, Cancer. Next is Cancer. Next is Cancer. Hi. Hi, Rob. I know. I know, the trolls. Trolls. All right, Cancer. My Cancer viewers. Let me do something really fast. And I will start on my Cancer. Because otherwise it will be on my mind and I will not be able to concentrate. Okay. All right, Cancer. Hey there. All right, Cancer, Cancer, my Cancer viewers, my Cancer viewers. What is going on between my Cancer viewers and their romantic counterpart? What is going on between my Cancer viewers and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind. Lots of burdens here. It's a heavy connection. Maybe extra responsibility here, maybe too hard of a work. Or maybe you just have these very heavy feelings that you can't seem to drop. Something's ended here. Something's ended here. Or maybe somebody manifested the ending. Somebody made sure things ended completely and utterly. This cycle has ended and it's very heavy on either both of you or on one of you. You received clarity about this whole situation and things have ended. Tell me, how does my Cancer feel towards this person, their romantic counterpart? How does my Cancer viewers feel towards this person? A sense of defeat. A sense of defeat, conflict, disagreements, competition. Guys, if things have not ended, this is not your reading. Things have clearly ended or are on their way to end. If they have not ended, they are going to end one of these days. And it will be at the hands of one of you. And there is a sense of defeat, a sense of conflict. There is no resolution in this situation, ship or relationship. Maybe even an abusive relationship here. Maybe somebody was kind of abusive here. On the other hand, Cancer, it looks like you wanted to win at all costs. It seems like it to me. But we'll take a deeper look. Might be dealing with Sagittarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Aquarius. Tell me more. How does my Cancer viewer feel towards their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent in their mind? Kind of evaluating the whole situation, figuring out whether the investment was worth it, but still desiring this person. This person is prominent on your mind for a reason. There is still desire here. There is still desire. You're thinking about your finances as well. Maybe the finances were standing in the way somehow. Not for all of you, but for some of you for sure. Thinking about a new beginning elsewhere or with that person. What does my feeling like there are still possibilities? Like you're not giving up, either with this person or with someone else. Like you are keeping positive here. Despite the sense of defeat and heaviness, you're ready to go. You're ready to start something new, it feels like to me. What does Cancer want from their romantic counterpart? What does Cancer want? You want them to hold on. You want them to stay, still be in the feelings. You want them, well, maybe you want them to save money. Who knows? Something just in this situation comes through as financial, something financial that was maybe a burden or an issue, but you want them to hold on. What else does my Cancer viewer want from their romantic counterpart? And you want very small steps in your direction. There is also a possibility that you want to free yourself from this, like you're tired. There is still a part of you that's holding on, might be dealing with the Capricorn or fire sign. There's still a part of you that's holding on to them and wants them to hold on to you. How does this person feel towards my Cancer viewers? How does this romantic counterpart that's most prominent on Cancer's mind feel towards my Cancer viewers? This person feels like they could have it all with you. Was there a family between the two of you? Some of you had a family. They want long term with you. Something to do with wealth here, guys. There is a lot of money here. Money, a lot of money. By that I mean there are lots of cards that indicate money here. Maybe they want you to contribute a little bit more to this relationship financially or otherwise. They feel, might be dealing with the Virgo, they feel like this could go the distance. Tell me more. How does this person feel towards my Cancer viewers? Are reminiscing about you, thinking you're on their mind. You're on their mind. This person has way more feelings than you do. This person is in their feels. Tell me more. How does this person feel? This turned around. I'm not taking it, but I wanted to show it to you. They want to talk. They want to talk. I'm not taking turnarounds, but this fell out. They want to talk. They want to act. They want to act. They want something to manifest and quickly. What it's like, yes, this is, I'm reading their feelings. So their feelings is restlessness. That's how I would describe it. Because I'm not reading what they want, I'm reading their feelings. So that's how I should put it. Their feelings are restlessness in terms of communication. That's it. Tell me, what does this person want from my Cancer viewers? What does this person want from my Cancer viewers? Expansion with you, Cancer. This person has feelings for you, deep feelings, attraction. They want expansion with you. They want long-term growth. What else do they want? They want you to make the first step towards them. They want an opportunity to do that, to try and figure out whether this long term is possible and expansion is possible between the two of you. Action is written all over their feelings and their desires. King of Cups on the bottom of the text, kind of concealing their feelings from you. Tell me about the closest possible outcome between these two. The closest possible outcome between these two. You guys will talk. The first card that there will be cooperation. However, I'm not seeing a relationship here just yet. There will be a collaboration, cooperation somehow. There will be a conversation here that will happen, but it does not seem like things are gonna be stable just yet. But that's within, the week, I would say, a week or a month. I'm not looking very far in terms of the outcome. It's not showing me that this is completely and utterly over just yet, because there are lots of feelings remaining on both sides, despite, the outward ending of the situation. Hi, Armando. Guys, please give me a like. That would be very helpful. All right, next is, so we did Cancer, now it's Leo. Hi, Aquarius. All right, next is Leo. Let me clear the cards. Next is Leo. My favorites. My favorite sign of the zodiac. Stuff is coming out already. All right, let's focus on Leo, my Leo viewers. Leo. If there are any Leos in the chat, please say hello. All right, what's going on between my Leo viewers and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent in their mind? Sideways came out. This is an unintegrated energy. So, on one hand, there is a big desire to cooperate here. On the other hand, you guys just don't know how to cooperate. Things are not very aligned here between you and whoever it is you're dealing with. Might be dealing with the Capricorn. And here we go. Comes out. Conflict. You want to cooperate, but it's not happening. Instead, conflicts are happening here in this connection between you and between my Leos and whoever it is that they're dealing with romantically. How does my Leo feel towards the person that's most prominent in their mind? Might also be dealing with the Taurus, but it looks like you're trying to recover from some sort of a loss here. You might have experienced a financial loss as well, but not for all of you, of course. But you're trying to kind of overcome the despair of whatever's going on here, this conflict. And it looks like you are you are overcoming it. Tell me more. How does this person feel towards, how does Leo feel towards this romantic counterpart that's most prominent in their mind? How does Leo, my Leo viewers? There is a heavy sense of attachment here, and you want things to be put right. You are looking at things from a different perspective and you want justice. You are almost, it seems like you're kind of addicted to this energy, Leo. You're trying to let go and you feel like fully letting go and detaching will give you this sense of clarity and ease, but you are still kind of this energy still lingers there. It's heavy, it's intrusive. You really don't like how it feels. What does my Leo viewer want from their romantic counterpart? What do they want from this person? You want things to shake up. You want things to just either go up in flames and be done with it, or to shake up. Clarify the Tower, please. Let's take a deeper look. Yeah, you want this whole thing to just end already. You want this whole thing to just end. You want to be rid of it. You want it all to collapse, go up in flames. Sounds like a Leo to me. Sounds like a proper Leo. How does this person feel towards my Leo viewers? How does this person feel towards my Leo viewers? Oh, but they do have feelings for you and they are experiencing a sense of defeat. They do have, you're on their mind, you're the chosen one. You are in their heart and in their head. There is a lot of comfort they feel in regards to you. A lot of emotional sensitivity. This card was recently, I was watching somebody read, and I don't remember, but I really loved their definition of this card in romantic connections. Don't even remember who it was. Forgot the whole thing. Why do I even mention it? But it's, I need to look it up. I need to read up a little bit more on the Queen of Cups because this card is misunderstood by many. It talks a lot, say that this is like a deep romantic love. It could be that, but it's more like a sense of comfort, which could be one of the facets of a deep romantic love, of course, but it's more like emotional stability and healing. But their focus is on you, Leo. They have not lost the sight of you, and they feel a sense of defeat in this situation. What else does this person feel towards my Leos? Very defensive, though. Super defensive, protecting their territory, trying to maintain control of themselves and of you, of this connection. They're not, they have not let go. Things have not ended. Things are on hold. Things have not ended on their part, Leo. What are their intentions? No. What do they want from my Leo? What do they want from my Leos? Right now, they want to be single. They want to be single and focus on themselves and their money. Tell me more. What do they want from my Leos? Yeah. Single, focus on themselves, their money. They do want something with you still. There is, you linger on their mind, but They want to experience a sense of freedom right now. It's like they need space. That's what it is. They need space. Moving on to calmer waters. This is it. What's the closest outcome between my Leo viewers and planning? Give me more about the outcome. Something has to do with money. Maybe you guys are working on stability, but it seems to me like there is something in plans here. But you both are deliberating whether to leave this behind or to still engage with it. Both of you kind of turning your back on it and still attached. Still attached. One like security within yourselves. That's how it feels, Leo, to me. But this is within the outcome within like a week, or this is not a long-term outcome. So right now, this is what's going on between the two of you. Next is Virgo. Let me just take a breath. If you guys could give me a like, I would really appreciate it. And by the way, if you wanted any personal questions answered, I will. But it's $5 super chat, and I will do that after the reading. All right, next is Virgo. All right, my Virgo viewers. It's Virgo reading right now. Aquarius is not yet, but I hope not to forget it this time. Last time, no, one of the times before it left Aquarius out, poor Aquarius. All right. By the way, guys, keep this in mind. I'm reading for sun signs only. I don't read for Venus. I don't read for moon. I don't read for rising. It's for sun signs only. It's for your identity. Let's not make it too convoluted. All right, my Virgo viewers, what's going on between my Virgo viewers and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind? What's going on between them, my Virgos and the person? So much came out. I'm not taking any of it. Sorry. Need to reshuffle. What's going on between my Virgos and the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically? A desire to collaborate, but this came out sideways, so it's kind of like an unintegrated, like there is a desire to collaborate on both your sides, but it's kind of happening. Either it's not happening, or if it is happening, it's very shaky. Tell me more. What's going on between my Virgos and their romantic counterpart? Okay. Things don't make sense. 1 second. Let me reshuffle. What is going on between my Virgo? Things just keep falling out on a lot. What is going on between my Virgo viewers and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind? What is going on? It's like a false start, Virgo. What is going on between my Virgos and the person that's most prominent? Everything came out sideways. So this card came out before sideways, so I'm gonna take it. This is your wish fulfillment. This is everything you've ever wanted, but things are not aligning. There is a lot of desire and a lot of interest, but things are just not coming out the way that you want. There is just something, something is non-committal here. There is a lot of non-committal energy, procrastination, um, despite the fact that there is a lot of desire and this recognizing that this is an opportunity. Things are slow. They want to be faster on either of your parts, but they're very slow and undetermined. Lots of cards were coming out. So it's like the universe is pushing the energy out. It's like the universe is pushing you guys to somehow act on this already and get done with it. A lot, a lot is happening here under the surface, I feel like. Tell me more. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about my Virgo. How does my Virgo viewer feel towards their romantic counterpart? How does my Virgo viewer feel towards their romantic counterpart? Feel restricted in your thoughts. Feel like the restriction was either self imposed or superimposed on you. You feel maybe there is a little bit of victimhood going here. You feel like you're trapped. Tell me more. How does Virgo feel towards their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent in their mind romantically? You're kind of trying to adapt to this whole situation. Might be busy managing your own life, whatever's going on there. Might be looking out there to see whether there are any other opportunities. You're kind of standing there a little bit hopeless. You're standing there a little hopeless. Might be dealing with Gemini or Capricorn. Capricorn is heavy here. Earth signs. Earth signs are very heavy. Pisces. Tell me more about my Virgo viewers' feelings towards their romantic counterpart. Things are just flying sideways. There is, oh God, Virgo. Five of Cups sideways, Five of Pentacles sideways. You need a change. You are begging for a change here. 5 and 5. you're begging, you need a change. It's like, when will things change already? But it seems like you're slowly, very slowly but surely, kind of coming out of the funk within yourself, trying to understand this, trying to work with this energy, with this very heavy energy. There is still this sense of loss and isolation from this person, but you're trying to balance it out and you're looking forward to change. What does my Virgo want from this person? What does my Virgo want from this romantic counterpart that's most prominent on their mind? Oh, Virgo, what is it? You want to hurt them? This is one of the things that I can tell you. It feels like you're done with this. You're kind of done with this. You want something to change or just burn it all. Kind of like Leo, the Leo reading. Um, on the other hand, another explanation of this could be, I'm so done with this loss and betrayal. I've gone through such crisis with this that there is no way but up from here. And this is what I want. I want a way up from this. This is rock bottom. I want to go up. I want to move upwards. I want things to clear for me in my life. Finally. Tell me about this person's feelings towards my Virgo viewers. This person's feelings towards my Virgo viewers. Virgo, they're still considering you, but this is not a very grounded energy. This is a physical desire. They do want to approach you though. You know, sometimes they experience these impulses towards you. Like, maybe I should approach her. This is not very this is very ungrounded. This knight is the most ungrounded of them all. Sometimes they say that the Knight of Swords is, but no, this one is the worst. As a fire sign, I know. um, but sometimes they get an impulse. I want to approach. If you guys are talking right now, it's very superficial. What else does this person feel towards my Virgo? What else does this romantic counterpart feel towards my Virgo viewers? Oh, things are just freaking falling. Four of Swords wanted to show its face. 1 second, let me pick up that card. The Hanged Man fell down. Things are flying. What else does this person feel towards my Virgo viewers? And I feel so kind of flustered reading this. What else does this person feel towards my Virgo viewers? Just one card at a time, please. King of Wands. This is a little bit more grounded here, but these two cards are, yes, I want things to change. Yes, I want to overcome obstacles, but this is a very lusty kind of energy. I miss you. I want things to change, but Perhaps I don't miss you for the right reasons. Or, yeah, perhaps I miss you for the wrong reasons. That's what I meant to say. Or maybe I'm lonely and stuck and I want to feel a body next to me and I miss your body. Something like that. But there is like a desire to overcome challenges. A lot of people read this as the ultimate player combination. I don't know. This gives me a little bit more positivity than that, though. Despite the fact that they right now the primary energy towards you is the physical connection. Tell me more. How do they feel towards my Virgo viewers? They want to give to you, but only on their terms. They are soul searching for sure. Soul searching. They feel like the give and take between the two of you must be equal. Somehow, on their mind, things were not balanced one way or another. And they are right now figuring things out and soul searching. This just came out. They want to approach. They want to approach. Tell me more. What does this person want from my Virgo? There is, this came out for feelings, so I shouldn't read it as want or desire. Um, it's more like they feel an impulse. Again, they feel an impulse. There is a lot of impulsivity when it comes to you, Virgo. If you guys are not talking and Four of Swords showed it face, means that you probably aren't or talking very little. You might be surprised. They do want to approach you. There is this desire in them. Tell me more. What does this person want from my Virgo viewers? What does this person want? Courage. They want courage. They're holding back right now, but they want. Clarify the strength, please. Clarify the strength. They want you to be careful with the emotions, Virgo, with the output of the emotions. They want you to be mindful. Like they don't want drama, basically. They don't want drama. They want to be able to approach you easily. They want you to be able to control yourself. Sometimes people who don't want drama are the ones who create it. What is the closest possible outcome between these two, between my Virgo viewers and their romantic counterpart? Virgo, I have to tell you, this has been a difficult reading for me. What is the closest? Okay, you guys will talk. You guys will talk, it will happen. There are too many knights here on their side, so I am assuming that this is them approaching you. All these knights, this is on their side and this is in the outcome. You guys will talk. There is a desire and an incentive from the universe here for you guys to reconnect. So if you are talking very little, it will increase. If you're not talking at all, you guys will talk very soon. That was tough. I'm sorry. That was a difficult reading. For some reason, I was just flustered and so many cards were coming out and it was just kind of a mess. Oof. At this point, if he approaches me, I wouldn't have much to give anymore. It feels like that. It feels like on your side, you're kind of like you're giving up. You're done already. You know. Thank you so much for the gift. All right. Next is my Libra. My Libra. Thank you all. Let me just breathe a little bit. That was a tough one. All right, Libra's next. My Libra viewers. Guys, please give me a like. I would really appreciate it. My Libra viewers. Hi, King. You're very welcome, Demi. My Libra viewers. Eight of Cups just showed its face. Just letting you know, Libra. That's an energy of abandonment, but we're not taking it yet. I'm just saying. Libra, my Libra viewers, what's going on between my Libra viewers and their romantic counterpart that's most prominent on their mind? No talking. You guys are just sitting there pretty, not conversing. Subconscious is very active. Lots going on in your imagination, in your intuition. There is telepathy. If you're guys talking right now, this is not your reading. If you're communicating, this is not your reading. There are lots of differences between the two of you. Maybe irreconcilable. Can I say this word? But tell me more. What's going on between my Libra viewers and their romantic counterpart? What's going on? Yeah, there is a deliberation here whether to juggle one person, two people, three people on one side or the other. Not quite sure. A lot's going on in your lives in general. Trying to figure things out, might be dealing with the Pisces or Capricorn. Neptunian energy, heavy Neptune here. Moon as well. You guys might have a moon connection in your synastry. The person that I'm dealing with right now, I have a moon conjunction with him. And there is opposition. I think my moon is opposite his, either Neptune or Uranus, or his moon is opposite my Uranus, something like that. So it's a very like kind of emotionally charged connection. All right. And that's a Capricorn. There's also a Virgo that I have a very strong moon connection with. With that one, it's off the charts. I mean, but I'm not talking to him right now. All right. So tell me more. What's going on between my Libras and their romantic counterpart? Tell me more. What's going on between my Libras and their romantic counterpart that's most prominent? Yes, there's something got rejected here. some kind of offer. There was, maybe you guys got disconnected. There is no communication. Libra, if you're communicating with your romantic counterpart, leave this immediately. This is not your reading. Because I don't want you to like adapt this reading to yourself. You're not talking to this person. There is nothing between you two right now. There is kind of a sense of like, you feel dejected, you feel kind of apathetic, disconnected. Like, this is what's going on between the two of you. There is a sense of disconnect. Might be dealing with the Cancer. How does my Libra viewer feel towards their romantic counterpart? How does my Libra feel towards their romantic counterpart? You're kind of moving on to calmer waters and focusing on other options in your life, whether it's material, financial abundance, or other people. What else does my Libra feel towards their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent in their mind? You are on their mind for a reason, though. You do still want to cooperate with them, but you feel like it's very difficult to achieve. Um, this card came out sideways for quite a few people, quite a few signs, I mean. There is a very difficult energy in terms of collaboration. Like you want to, but it's not happening somehow. You are very independent right now, Libra. Very independent. Do you still consider that person very attractive? They grab your either your mind or your heart. But like when you think of them, something you feel something, but you're very much focused on your own independence. You're ready to move on. You're ready to move on. You're ready to restore the joy in your life. You're very focused on yourself, Libra, right now. What does Libra want from this person, from this romantic counterpart? You don't quite know anymore. You feel like there is a lot of avoidance that's happened in this connection, and you just don't want to deal with that anymore. You want your own wish fulfillment. You would want something to come out of this only if this person was able to cooperate with you properly. But it seems like they can't for one reason or another. How does this person feel towards my Libra viewers? How does this person feel towards my Libra viewers? Kind of standing down, looking back, drew up some boundaries. They're planning elsewhere. They're also planning elsewhere, but they're still, this is still at the back of their mind. You are still there. They're not quite sure whether they still want to. There is hope associated with this too. There is a possibility that this person might be planning something for the future. Right now, they're kind of standing down, but it's in the plans. And this, they don't quite know whether to choose you or to go looking for others. Still very hopeful in terms of you, though. Tell me more. What does this person want from my Libra viewers? What does this person want from my Libra viewers? Oh, this person wants to connect. You know what? This is because this is how it came out. 1, 2, 3. What this tells me is that Their ultimate desire is to find somebody else, choose them, and have a physical connection with them and not to talk to you, kind of heal from you through somebody else. This is what they want. They want healing somewhere else. Basically, want to get under somebody else in order to get over you. That's it. Libra. It's very crass, but you know, we've all done it. What's the closest possible outcome between my Libra viewers and this person? Holding, still kind of holding on, but there is no stability here. These two came out sideways. Just between holding on and letting go, because things are unstable and the stability is just not, it's just not being restored. I don't have very good news for you here. They do have feelings for you though, Libra, still. It looks like they have more feelings for you than you do for them, actually. You might not even realize that. Next is Scorpio. Scorpio, are you going to give me drama today? It's always fun to read Scorpio because they're so dramatic. Those readings are so dramatic. Okay. Guys, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If there are any Scorpios in the room, please give me a thumbs up and say hi. Hi, Tommy. Any Scorpios, say hello. Scorpio is next. Scorpio is next. Scorpio is next. The King of Pentacles wanted to show its face. I'm not taking it, but just to let you know. Oh, hi there, DJ. DJ, have I ever read for you? Have I ever done a personal reading for you? I feel like I did a personal reading for you, and I might be wrong. Yes. Oh, wow. That's so strange. How do I know that? Because I don't recognize your name. Interesting. Okay. All right, my Scorpio viewers, my Scorpio viewers, my Scorpio viewers. What is going on between my Scorpios and the person that they're connecting with romantically? What is going on between my Scorpios? Something's in the air. Something's up. There is love here. There are some kind of newfound feelings on one part or the other. Is this something new that's going on with you, Scorpio? Is this a new person? Might be either a new person or newfound feelings for somebody who you've known for a while. Tell me more. What's going on between my Scorpio viewers and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind? What is going on? Oh, but there has been a conflict here, a defeat. There are feelings here, possibly on both sides, but there has been a conflict. Somebody wanted to win at all costs. It feels like somebody was manipulating emotionally. Might be dealing with an Aquarius or a water sign. Give me one more card about this situation between my Scorpio viewers and their romantic counterpart. This was flying out. Still, there is a desire to manifest something with this person, or this person wants to manifest something with you, or both of you are thinking about it, trying to act, trying to figure things out, trying to restore your self confidence and clarity in order to win in this situation, or at least to restore this situation to what it was before. Tell me, how does my Scorpio feel towards the person on their mind? You feel like, and this is strange, this came out reversed. You feel a little insecure. There is maybe a sense of disappointment here. And clearly disappointment because there was a conflict between the two of you. Some things just didn't align between the two of you, despite the feelings, despite this attraction, deep, even emotional attraction here. Yeah, there is disappointment here. Feel a sense of disappointment. Tell me more. How does my Scorpio feel? Maybe even, maybe insecure. Maybe you're insecure. You don't feel like you, maybe you sabotaged something, Scorpio, here. Tell me more about Scorpio's feelings. Yeah. Sense of defeat here, Scorpio. What's happened? An ending, a loss. There are feelings here, and this is not easy on you, Scorpio. Give me one more card. Scorpio's feelings about towards this romantic counterpart. Might be dealing with the Gemini or Pisces. Scorpio's feelings towards this romantic counterpart. Scorpio's feelings. I don't know whether this just turned around. I'm not going to take it. Scorpio's feelings towards my romantic, their romantic counterpart. You feel like this relationship has ended. That's what you feel. And it was a lesson, and it's transformed you. This lesson that's transformed you. What does my Scorpio want from this person, from this romantic counterpart? You want them to come over to you, take control, restore whatever, connection has been lost, reconcile the differences between the two of you. You want them to take control. You want them to move. You want them to do something here. How does this person feel towards my Scorpio viewers? Not taking that because I have not asked the question yet. How does this person feel towards my Scorpio viewers? Okay. This person feels like there has been an upheaval between the two of you after a sense of they gained a sense of stability with you, Scorpio, and after that things just fell apart. It's like as soon as they gained stability, as soon as they found you, as soon as they finally said, okay, this person is it, things fell apart. Hi, Tay. But they still think very highly of you, or feel Like you are this very stable, grounded energy in their life, presence. You're generous. Very sudden change. What else do they feel towards my Scorpios? What else does this person? They're very attracted to you. They're very attracted to you. They feel like they want a relationship with you still. Lots of attraction. They feel a sense of independence. However, they're working on their own stability, but they want something with you still, despite everything. There's still this. I want stability despite things falling apart. What is the what do they want from the my Scorpio viewers? What does this? Yeah, they want stuff with you guys. They want everything with you. They have feelings for you, Scorpio. They have feelings, they have attraction, they feel grounded, they feel stable. They feel attractive when they are around you, Scorpio. But things just fell apart somehow. Um, I don't think that things are over between you. How do you feel? Because in your feelings, this came out. Things are over. Things are over. Over, over. Disappointed. But I do want them to fix it. What is the closest possible outcome between these two in the next few weeks? Between my Scorpio viewers and their romantic counterpart that's most prominent in their mind. You probably guys will not talk for a while. It looks like you both are kind of in your head stuck, searching, soul searching, contemplating, meditating, wisdom seeking, trying to be alone and independent, seeking inner guidance, stuck, maybe even stuck in. There are lots of negative thoughts also associated with this connection. Nothing, nothing is happening so far, so I'm assuming that things right now are at an end. There is a possibility that there will be another restart because there are feelings on both sides here. But right now, you're kind of there is a stalemate, and it seems like you, Scorpio, are feeling like that's it, done. And it was painful. And perhaps not yet. Nice to see you, Anon. Thank you so much. You're so sweet to me. All right. So next we are reading a Sagittarius. Guys, please give me a like. I would really appreciate it. If anybody has personal questions, they can answer them after the chat, but they're $5. So if anybody leaves me a super chat, I will do that after the whole reading. You're very welcome, DJ. All right, let's focus on our Sagittarius viewers. Sagittarius. 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 Let me just clear the cards. Hi, Pat. Patsy. All right, it's my Sagittarians. What is going on between my Sagittarius viewers and the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically, their romantic counterpart? Somebody wants to reunite. Probably, possibly both of you. Maybe both of you, maybe you guys have you reunited. If you have not reunited, this is coming. It's coming, Sagittarius. You guys are gonna reunite. There is also a possibility that both of you are looking for attention elsewhere, but my prominent energy here is the reunion. Hi, finally free. No, it's not happening for you. Well, if this is not happening for you, then this is happening for somebody else. The reunion is coming. Or you guys are looking for attention elsewhere, both of you. All right, might be dealing with the Leo, might be dealing with the Cancer. Tell me, how does my Sagittarius feel towards their romantic counterpart? How do my Sagittarius viewers feel towards their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind? You feel like you want to change for the better. You want to change for the better. You want things to turn your way. You want things to just finally be better, finally stabilize. You're feeling the fate. It's like you feel like this connection is fated. And this connection probably has gone through a few cycles, and you're feeling that like another cycle is coming. What else does my Sagittarius feel towards this person, their romantic counterpart? You feel like something's in the air. There is a lot of fear and illusion that's associated with this connection, Sagittarius, though. You're scared. You're scared. You do want this connection to change for the better, but you're scared. There is a lot of fear here. Tell me more. What else does my Sagittarius feel towards this person that they are romantically involved with? The person that's most prominent on their mind romantically. You guys might not be talking right now, not all of you, but some of you. You feel like you want a start. You want a beginning either elsewhere, or you want a new beginning with them. You want new, you want change. You're tired of the fear. You're tired of the illusions. You're tired of mystery. You want clarity. You want new beginnings. Things have not ended there. Have not ended. You feel like there is a resistance to change, though. You want change, you want new, but there is a resistance here. And you're very much holding on to this person. What does my Sagittarius want from this person, the romantic counterpart that's most prominent in their mind? What does my Sagittarius want? You want them to come over. You want them to restore whatever it is that's. You want them to move. You want them to do something. You want them to reconcile the differences. You want them to move in your direction. You want them to take control. How does this person feel towards my Sagittarius viewers? How does this person feel towards my Sagittarius viewers? If this is resonating with any Sagittarian, oh, thank you so much, Billy. I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right. This person feels like you are an opportunity for them. You're an opportunity that doesn't come through very often. That's what they feel. What else does this person feel towards my Sagittarius? They're very cold, head over heart right now. Head over heart, big time. Very cold. Tell me more. Oof, lots coming out. Avoiding, avoiding. Energy of avoidance here. Trying not to make the decision, trying not to look at it. Stuck in their ways. Kind of deadlock. Head over heart. Mental clarity, but emotional stalemate. They do consider you to be a very strong opportunity, but it doesn't seem like they know how to go about choosing you. What does this person want from my Sagittarius? What does this person want? They want you to ruminate about this. Not a very good energy, not a very positive desire. It's like they want you to feel the despair. They want you to think about them constantly, nonstop. Who is this person? A little bit, despite the king being in their feelings, they're a little immature, it seems. I don't like this. This is so weird. Wanting to traumatize the other person is just not the best kind of. It's not a good person. What is the closest possible outcome between these two, between my Sagittarius and their romantic counterpart? Watching each other. Watching each other. If there is no way to watch you, Sagittarius, then they're figuring something out. They are trying to gain new ideas about this situation. Maybe find things out through friends, family, who knows. Somehow, definitely watching each other. Tell me more about the closest possible outcome between these two. There is a possibility that there will be a resolution here, but it will be only on one or the other's terms. There is a giving and receiving, but to several people. I'll give to you a little bit. It seems like it's more watching than giving, to be entirely honest with you, Sagittarius. I'm not gonna lie. It just does not feel like the most hopeful situation between the two of you. So I'm thinking that if you do guys reconcile, if you guys reunite, it will not be for long and it will be a little bit disappointing. This could also mean that you both are kind of looking elsewhere, looking for attention somewhere else. So let me know, Sagittarius, if this resonated. Hi, Sandra. Hi, F64275, Aquarius. Aquarius coming soon. I'm not forgetting Aquarius this time. I forgot Aquarius a few times. Sorry, Aquarius. I shouldn't be forgetting you. I'm Aquarius rising. All right. Next is Capricorn. Let me just clear the cards. Let me clear the cards. Clear the cards. All right, Capricorn. My Capricorn viewers, Capricorn, my Capricorn. What is going on between my Capricorn viewers and their romantic counterpart? The person that's most prominent on their mind. A tower moment, some big change or realization, revelation, maybe a disaster. We'll get more. Upheaval, some sort of realization, maybe an insight. Tell me more. Oof, the devil wants to show their face. Um, tell me more. What's going on between my Capricorn viewers and their romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically? Hope. I'm looking forward to it. Something's happened here. Something got your eyes opened, Capricorn, about this person. There is a lot of hope associated here. Are you guys kind of standing back and maybe turning your backs on each other while there is still a lot of hope with this in this connection? Waiting. 7 of Swords turned around. I'm not taking it, but give me one more card. What's happening between my Capricorns and this person? The romantic counterpart, the person that's most prominent. A physical connection, possibility of that as an energy, something physical between the two of you and a new start, a new beginning. Capricorn, I can't quite figure out whether this is with this person or somewhere else. Whether you are, or either of you, exploring other avenues or whether this is still between the two of you and this, the new beginning. It's hope associated with the new beginning. I suppose this is between the two of you. You had a lot of hope in this connection, but things happened and that made you turn your back on this connection. And it seems like maybe something new is starting, but it's probably a little bit more superficial than what you want. And it could go both ways because this is the energy between the two of you. Um, Personal questions are for money only. It's $5. If you're interested, I will do personal readings after this session, after all the signs. All right. How does my Capricorn feel towards the person that's most prominent on their mind? How does my Capricorn feel towards the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically? How does my Capricorn feel towards the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically? Cold, cold energy, cold. They feel like things have not been just, unfair, very, very cutting kind of energy, a little bit emotionally, like not very emotionally reserved, like you're done with this, you're feeling fed up, like you want justice now, you want something to move towards you now, you want things to be restored or get closure now. You don't feel like you want this anymore, or you feel like you're being rejected here. A sense of disconnect here. What else does my Capricorn feel towards the person that's most prominent? Yeah, you're emotionally withdrawing. Let me know if this is resonating. What does my Capricorn want from the person that's most prominent on their mind? What do my Capricorn viewers want from the person that's most prominent in their mind? You want a relationship, you want stability. You want stability, you want a home, you want something has to do with home here, by the way. Perhaps you want a new home, maybe you want to move, and maybe that's something that will help keep this connection afloat. That's a possibility as well. But Capricorn, are you back and forth in your feelings towards this person? Like you never know how to feel towards them. Tell me more. What does my Capricorn want towards this from this person? Two of Pentacles. They want you want them to adapt. You want them to stop balancing so much and adapt and come up with a decision. Might be dealing with an Aries, with another Capricorn, with Cancer, with Pisces, with Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, Libra. How does this person feel towards my Capricorn viewers? How does this person feel towards my Capricorn viewers? How does this person, the romantic counterpart, they're kind of confused, kind of daydreaming about you, wishful thinking here. Might have other options. What else do they feel towards my Capricorn viewers? They want to reconcile. If you guys are not talking or not in communication, they want to reconcile. If you guys are communicating, they want to make things better. They're soul searching. They're very attracted to you. They feel like things could be abundant and prosperous between the two of you. They feel like you're very nurturing. They feel like you're nurturing, but you are withdrawn. They feel like you are maybe either a recluse or an introvert, and you're not giving them as much as they want. And they feel like they want more from you than you're able to give. That's how they feel like they are asking for too much. Or if they're not asking, they feel like they would ask and it would be too much, too taxing, or too cumbersome on you, Capricorn. There might be other people involved here on their part, on their side. What is the closest possible outcome between closest possible? I'm not going to take that. Closest possible outcome between my Capricorn viewers and their romantic counterpart that's most prominent in their mind. Closest possible. Misalignment, no cooperation. Yeah, mistrust. You can't trust her. Yeah, there is definitely a mistrust here. You guys cannot figure out how to cooperate. Tell me more about this outcome between my Capricorn viewers and their romantic counterpart. Still lots of attachment here. You guys might have connect physically. You might this is basically I'm going to come over for a sexual connection. So you might connect physically. You guys will still be obsessing about each other. Seriously, I feel like both of you are obsessed with each other. Both of you are into each other and you don't know how to figure this thing out. You don't know how to make it work. You're trying, but I guess you're not very aligned, maybe astrologically, you're maybe not very aligned, so you don't quite know how to make the puzzle fit. All right, next is Aquarius. We're not missing Aquarius this time. Next is Aquarius. Hi, Santos. Thank you. Hi, Inventor. Hi, Glenn. All right, next is Aquarius. The world wanted to show up, but I'm not taking that yet. You're very welcome, Anon. I think I'm sabotaging the situation, but I can't be sure. Need to figure it out. Need to figure it out. Thank you, Massey. All right, my Aquarius viewers, Aquarius. My Aquarius. What is going on between my Aquarius viewers and their romantic counterpart? My Aquarius viewers and their romantic counterpart. Something's happening here. Something new. Either new, either a new opportunity or a step up in the relationship status. Tell me more. What's going on between my Aquarius viewers and their romantic counterpart, or a possibility for that? Or you guys are focusing on your coin, which is very possible. So this is what happened. There was probably a conversation about what are we? What are we? About a label or about stepping it up a little bit. And things probably didn't go as well as you wanted them to go in terms of that. And you are sort of stuck in illusions. You're stuck in just anxiety or fear, or just things are not what they seem. And you're kind of realizing that things are not as they seem. You're realizing things about this connection. There are feelings here, though. There are feelings on either part. But do these feelings hold water? There is compassion, there is kind of comfort between the two of you, but you just are not quite on the same page when it comes to what they want from each other. How does my Aquarius feel? By Anon, how does my Aquarius? Oh, thank you so much. You're the muse. How does my Aquarius, you want to talk? You feel like you gained some kind of clarity here out of all of this. You gained some kind of clarity. You do want to communicate with this person, but the most prominent thing that I get from this card is you gained clarity. You received a breakthrough. You understood something, that things are not as they seem. That you might not be on the same page here. Tell me more. What does my Aquarius feel towards the person that's okay? You want to reconnect and to put things straight. You want to meet, talk, and figure things out between each other. You did receive the clarity within yourself. Now you want the clarity between the two of you. Now you want them to understand your point. Let me know if this resonates at all. What does my Aquarius want from this person? What does my Aquarius want from this person? It feels like there is a sense of justice here. There is a possibility to rebalance this situation. There is a possibility to put things straight, to make them work. There is a possibility for collaboration. You might be dealing with other people too, but not for all of you, just for some of you. What does my Aquarius want from this person? From the person most prominent on their mind romantically? What does my thank you? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I will read it after all the signs. So after Pisces, I will read yours. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What does my Aquarius want from this person? What does my Aquarius want from this person? What does my Aquarius? Hi, Miley. Oh, you want them to feel the loss, Aquarius. You want them to feel you want them to experience how it will feel when they have lost you. Tell me more. What does Aquarius want this person from this person? You want them to make a decision. You want, you also are quite a bit stuck in your mindset. You have received clarity. You want to, you are ready to share that clarity with them, but at the same time you're kind of avoiding this situation simply because you feel, what if things don't go my way? What if this person walks? If this person walks, I want them to feel every bit of the pain that I will be feeling or that I'm experiencing. Okay. You're avoiding making any decisions right now, but there is a it might also be that you have received some support from your friends that have given you clarity about this. And you're rebalancing yourself right now. How does this person feel towards my Aquarius viewers? How does this person Shabai, is that how you pronounce your name? Shabai? How does this person feel towards my Aquarius viewers? How does this person feel towards my Aquarius viewers? Conflicts. There is maybe either an emotional conflict, like inner conflict, or an actual outward conflict with you. Disagreement, tension. What else does this person feel towards my Aquarius viewers? Defensiveness. This didn't fall down, so I'm not gonna take it, but just just in case. Um, conflict definitely is there. So these three came out. I'm gonna take all of them. There's temperance, there is eight of swords, and the hanged man. Definitely there is a stalemate. They are rethinking their stance. They are trying to see things from a different perspective. They're kind of trapped, maybe blocked, even for some of you, not for all of you. They're rebalancing themselves, trying to get rid of the negative thoughts, although the negative thoughts prevail. Um, trying to release this, they're trying to let go. What does this person want from my Aquarius? What does this person want from my Aquarius viewers? What does this person want from my Aquarius viewers? What does this person want? Aquarius, they want your lovins. They want you to love them. They want a new start in love with you. They want this. They want this to happen between the two of you. I'm gonna stop there, Aquarius. This is it. I'm gonna do Pisces next. They want you, Aquarius, but maybe they want you on their terms. And this is not what you want. Maybe their terms are not suitable for you. And this is what I saw in the beginning of this reading. It's like you guys were not aligned in terms of what each other wants from the other person. Hey there, Michael. All right, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. My Pisces viewers, let me clear off. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Hi, Liz. Guys, please give me a like. I would really appreciate it. Pisces viewers, my Pisces viewers. My Pisces viewers. Hi, Elm. Another Elm here. Pisces, my Pisces. What's going on between my Pisces viewers and the person that's most prominent on their mind? Right away. Knight of Swords. Somebody's standing on their beliefs. They're not giving up, not giving in. You guys might be talking. You guys might be conflicting as well. Knight of Swords is not a very gentle energy. It's an energy of somebody who's driven to succeed, to win at all costs. Not at all costs, no. The knight upright, it's not at all costs, but driven to succeed. And also driven to stand on their beliefs the way that their beliefs are. Ellie from Canada. Hi from Canada. I am a tarot reader, yes. What else is going on between my Pisces viewers and the person that's most prominent on their mind romantically? Justice. This just came out for Aquarius, so you might be dealing with an Aquarius. Libra is here, Cancer is here, Aries signs are here. But it seems like you guys are figuring out how to restore whatever it is that you lost between the two of you. If you have not lost anything, then it is you're trying to figure out how to live peacefully, how to get along, how to make it fair and just for everybody, including the friends and family. If you guys did have a conflict, there is a desire to reunite. How does my Pisces feel towards this person? How does my Pisces feel towards this person? You want a new start here. There is like a desire for new beginning. You feel a sense of loss. You feel a sense of loss, regret, disappointed, just pessimistic. What else does my Pisces feel towards this person? Clarity. You received clarity, a lot of clarity about this situation. Breakthrough. There is a possibility that you want to talk. You want to. There is a possibility that there was a conflict here. A big possibility here. This talks about there was a conflict and now there is a disappointment after that. But you want to fix things. You want to fix things. Tell me more. Tell me actually, what does my Pisces want from this person? What does my Pisces want from this person? What does my Pisces want? Oh, Pisces, you want them forever. You want them forever, Pisces. You want to be with them. You want everything with them. You want to grow old with them. Oh, so sweet. It's nice. It's a nice energy. How does this person feel towards my Pisces viewers? How does this person feel? Oof. You guys might not be talking right now. If you're talking with this person, so listen, in the beginning, I read that there is a communication, yes, but this also may indicate that there is a desire, strong desire to communicate and restore things. So if you guys are not talking, which most likely you're not talking, because this came out in the feelings of this person, quiet and withdrawn. quiet, withdrawn. They're feeling quiet and withdrawn, but they have deep feelings for you. Deep feelings for you. They want you. They're attracted to you. The energy between the two of you is to restore this connection. You guys both want the same thing. You want to restore this connection. This person, however, is a little bit more withdrawn than you are. They might be a Virgo, might be a Pisces, another Pisces. There is Gemini here, water signs. I mean, everything, you name it. Earth signs, Virgo is prominent. Scorpio. This person is a little bit more withdrawn, and I feel like they need a little bit more time, but they are feeling. They're feeling you. They love you. Either love you or just deeply attracted to you. It's passion. There's alignment here. They feel alignment with you. You are their choice. What does this person want from, what else do they feel? Yeah, they feel like there's stability with you. They feel a sense of stability. They feel like a beautiful union can be achieved. Might, not for all of you, but just for some of you Pisces, there might be another person in the vicinity here. And they are thinking whether to choose you or an earth sign, somebody else. But not for all of you. So don't get stuck on this if this does not resonate, because you might like sabotage things, as Pisces do very often. I just know my Pisces. What does this person want from my Pisces viewers? What does this person know from my Pisces viewers? What does this person want from my Pisces viewers? We're in Pisces. Something wants to come out, but it's not falling. Okay. What does this person want from my Pisces viewers? They want things to transform somehow. Hi, Kasturi. How are you? Thank you so much for supporting me. I'm going to read after Pisces. They want things to transform here. Please clarify death, because I don't feel like this person wants things to end. I don't feel like this person wants things to end. Clarify death in their desires towards my Pisces. Yeah, they want things to transform and to work on this. I just don't feel like they want to end things. If they wanted to end things, then they probably want to go towards somebody else here. It just does not strike me as that reading. There are lots of differences here between the two of you. They feel like you are kind of worlds apart. Maybe there is distance between the two of you. Maybe there is an age difference. Maybe there is an ethnicity difference. Maybe there is like a background status, whatever it is. They feel like lots of differences. These differences are weighing heavily on them. That's why they're a little bit withdrawn. Not a little bit, quite a bit withdrawn. Tell me more about what they want from my Pisces viewers. This is so unclear, because this might indicate trying to transform this relationship. Absolutely. These two cards speak about transformation when put together. However, I see another person here. So what else do they want? Yeah, they want okay. Pisces, they want to transform this relationship because there is a deep sense of attachment. They want sex with you. They want everything. It's like, I don't believe, looking at all of this, I don't believe that this person does not want anything else with you. There is also this feeling of they want some kind of a destructive behavior sexually with you. Might mean that they want more than one person. For some of you, not for all of you. So let's do this. For some of you, this person wants some unthinkable things because they want you and another person, right? They want to work on this relationship, they want to transform it. However, lots of differences here. So they are looking elsewhere and they want to keep you kind of stuck. They want to keep you attached. They want to keep you addicted because they want to use you for their purposes. That's one explanation. Another explanation is this person is in love. They are right now withdrawn because of all the differences. They're trying to make a decision, but they feel a lot towards you. So what they want is to continue transforming this relationship and to stay deeply attached and to have a lot of sexy time. Two possible things. What is the outcome between my Pisces and this person? What is the outcome between my Pisces and this person? You guys are going to continue talking. Somebody's going to approach the other person, and there will be like very small steps, very small steps. Give me more about the outcome. Yeah, small steps because there are lots of boundaries here. There is a lot of uncertainty here. There's just kind of hurt egos here. So there will be small steps, but very sparingly. Lots of feelings here on both parts. This is it for all the signs, but I think I have two readings to do, right? Yes. There's Kasturi, as always. Hi, Kasturi, my biggest supporter. Thank you so much. And there is Shibai. Shibai was first. You're very welcome. I really appreciate you all guys being here. I told her I'm thinking about joining the military, but to see her reaction, but I think it damaged the relationship. Lauren Hutton, everybody says that. Thank you. I don't think so, but everybody keeps saying that. Yeah, from everything that I've learned about relationships in my 48 years of on this earth, it's best not to lie in order to extract some sort of reaction from the other person. Manipulation does not really get you much. Yeah, yeah, there is some things like emotional manipulation, like withholding a little bit so that they miss you a little bit more, things like that. But very strong manipulation, like lying about doing something when you're not going to, just in order to get a reaction from another person's, it's not very kosher. I would recommend against that. Oh, okay, you're actually thinking of joining the military. Okay. All right. Shibai, let me see what you asked. 1 second. You asked, I need to know what changes are happening now for Shibai. Thank you most kindly. You're very welcome. Let's see what changes are happening for Shibai. What changes are happening for Shibai? Tell me about all of the changes that are happening. Justice came out for you. That's a very good card. That's a big yes. That's fairness being restored somewhere in your life, in your energy. Balance, equality. Something is getting better. Something is turning towards a better outcome. What else? What other changes are happening? Lots. Wow. Major arcanas. You see, there is one, there is 11. So that might be significant for you. Look out for those signs, 1 and 11. This is big. Something is happening. This basically, what is it's telling me, change is happening for the best. You're taking a lot of action towards a better future. Confidence, clarity, and willpower are coming. You're working on some sort of skills, you're improving yourself somehow, and it's causing a major change for the better, for the positive, towards the positive in your life. Something is being restored. If there is something that has to do with the law, oh, you're a Libra as well. There's your card right over there. It's coming out for you. So things are aligning for you quite a bit. So things are being restored. Things are getting better. If something is if you're dealing with the law, things will go your way. If it's not about the law, if for example maybe there were some conflict somewhere, things will, justice will prevail for you. It will go in your favor. Tell me more. What other changes? Things are just flying out for you. Was there a conflict somewhere? Um, so there is 5 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and 3 of Wands. It seems to me like there was a conflict or competition, some sort of tension or disagreements that happened, and you're kind of like looking towards a better future, focusing on yourself, on the present moment, on your money, perhaps even just focusing on yourself, self sufficiency, independence, and looking forward towards a better future. And better future is coming, absolutely. There might be Aries, Virgo, Leo involved in this situation, Gemini, Libra. Tell me more. What else can you tell me about the positive or changes that are coming into Shabai's life? Looks like things are just getting better. And it looks like you should take action towards things. You can't just sit around it. This card calls for action, for some kind of action, active manifestation and confidence. Be confident in yourself. It's very important. Shabai, tell me if this resonates. Tell me more about the changes that are coming into Shabai's life. Tell me more about the changes that are coming towards Shabai. not quite sure whether this is about romance or this is about work, but it looks like there is something about collaboration, cooperation with somebody that is going to bring a lot of energy towards you. Um, that will bring some kind of inspired action for you to step up somehow, maybe a promotion. If it is a romantic collaboration or cooperation, things will get physical, it looks like. It's more like a teamwork with somebody, an active teamwork with somebody. Lots of action here. This whole reading is calling for action on your part. Action and um, expansion, just positive attitude, proactive steps. But it looks like things are changing for the better. Things will improve. Things are not going to stay the same. They're not going to stay in this conflicting energy. Yeah, you see, you're stuck in your head, and everything here in this reading is calling you to stop being stuck in your head. Start acting. Absolutely makes sense. Deborah, you can do super chat. It's $5. Next is Kasturi. Rose, thank you so much for the super chat. I will read for you after Kasturi. Next is Kasturi. Kasturi, you are always wonderful and generous with me. Thank you so much. In the next 5 months, my dear, I don't read that far. And if anybody tells you that they read that far, yeah, no. So this is what I want to tell you about the tarot cards. Tarot cards are reading the energy of the moment right now, what's happening right now. The energy, they can read the future and the possible outcomes, but whatever is kind of existing right now, kind of like the premonition of it, the outcome can always change depending on your actions in the future. Some people say, oh, the tarot is tapping into the quantum field and stuff like that. I don't think so. I think it's just reading whatever exists right now and whatever possibility exists for the future. So, Kasturi, what do I need to know right now and what is coming for me in the next 5 months? Thank you. So, what I'm going to do is what you need to know right now and the possibility for the future. Sounds good? I think that's fair. So, what does Kasturi want to know right now? What does Kasturi want to know right now? Need to know right now, sorry. What does Kasturi need to know right now? What does the universe have for Kasturi? What does the universe have for Kasturi? What does the Kasturi need to know from the universe right now, from the spirit, please? Maybe this is about a romantic situation, but there is an interest in somebody, and this somebody might have feelings for you that you might not realize they do because they're concealing these feelings. They're kind of rebalancing themselves. If this is not about a romantic situation, then it is about an opportunity that is being manifested into your life, and you need to be very, very, very emotionally balanced, in control, exhibit a lot of compassion and balance in order for this opportunity to take place. But there might be somebody here who has feelings for you and you don't know. Who has their eye on you and you don't know. Somebody might have a crush on you, Kasturi. Tell me more. What does Kasturi need to know about this situation? Tell me more. What does Kasturi might be dealing with something financial here, but this might be about finances. If this is about romance, then you're kind of you need to evaluate this person before you give them any chance. If this is a person from the past, then you need to look back and see whether this person is worth it. If this is a brand new person or somebody who has a crush on you, you need to evaluate everything and see whether this person is worth investment. If this is about finances, then there is a opportunity. You have to be very grounded about it emotionally, and you need to cross all the T's and dot all the I's and to really look into it. Need to pay attention to it because it might be something that will be very fruitful for you. Death came out sideways, so things are being a little bit stalled. Things are not dead, they're being stalled. What else does this death mean? Control and organization, something to do with control and organization. Something that has to do with your stability here, whether it's romantic or financial, has something to do with your stability. This might tip the scale either way. It could either end something, maybe end your let me clarify this death, 'cause I need clarification. Clarify the death, please. What does Kasturi need to know? Clarify the death. Yeah. So basically, right now there is a possibility for this opportunity to bring you something fruitful and prosperous, but there is also a possibility that it will not work out. So you need to absolutely look into it, figure everything out, be very diligent. And in that case, you will receive what is to come to you. So be very diligent about what it is you're getting involved in, whether it's romantic or financial or creative, doesn't matter. Very diligent, look into it very carefully. Justice. This possibility is here to restore justice in one of the aspects of your life. Perhaps to restore the heartbreak. Heartbreak. A heartbreak can mean either romantic or financial as well. This can cause bad finances can cause despair as well. So this opportunity is here to restore something, to restore good spirits, to remove emotional pain. sorrow and hurt from either some kind of lost in the past or like financial despair or something like that. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Let me know, Kasturi. I would love to know if this makes sense. What's coming for Kasturi in the next 5 months? The possibility that is coming for Kasturi in the next 5 months. Stability is coming, my dear. Stability. So, whatever conflicts you had, things will be restored. Stability will be restored here. Whatever disagreements, whatever rivalry, can't say that word, whatever strife or tension you've had with anyone or within your like financial life, that will be restored. Things will go back to normal. Aries might be significant here. Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Libra. Libra is pretty heavy here. Yeah, there will be stability restored here. There might even be a new relationship here, but that depends. And there will be a competition here, competition with somebody. But the person that you will be competing with will not win. If there will be a competition with anyone, they will not win, you will win. So that's the possibility for the future. And there is independence, self-sufficiency coming. You're very attractive right now. You are making strides. Well, this is in the future. This is what's coming in the future. So very attractive. You're making strides. You're making things better for yourself. You're independent. You're very self-sufficient. There's zest for life. Things will improve, Kasturi. All right. So, hi to everybody. A lot of people are saying hello. I'm very happy to see you here. I am reading for Rose right now. Rose. Rose. Say hello, Rose, if you're still there. All right, let me clear things up for you. Let me clear things up for you, Rose. All right. Rose Petals 911. Does my Leo man with the initial P love me and want to reunite with me? Does P love Rose? Does P, who is a Leo, love Rose? Does he want to reunite with Rose? Give me more. Does, there you go, Rose. That's your answer. There is lack of commitment here, though, Rose. I have to be honest with you. Despite the feelings, yeah, this person has feelings for you, but there is lack of commitment. This person, he wants something with you for sure, and there is a possibility that he will come and reunite with you. Does P want to reunite with Rose? Does P want to reunite with Rose? No, we'll put it this way. What are P's intentions towards Rose? P, who's a Leo, what are his intentions towards Rose? His intentions towards Rose. he wants to turn things for the better. He wants to manifest this connection. He wants to reunite, Rose. It's just that something is standing in the way. Lack of commitment. There is procrastination, laziness. He is not. It feels to me like a very immature energy. How old is he? You know, although age probably doesn't matter because they can be immature any age. Just there is like lack of commitment. It feels like he has feelings for you. There is something there, but acting on it, yeah, I do. I am going to change things for the better, but what is that better? What is that better? Is that a commitment or what is it? Definitely, there is reconciliation card on the bottom. He's coming back, Rose. He's coming back, but just watch him. Watch him. See whether you want to accept whatever it is he's going to offer you. That was very straightforward. He's 46 years old. Oh my God. I'm telling you. I've seen some like really immature players in their 50s. Telling you, men nowadays, I'm sorry. Sorry, I apologize to all the men that are right now in the chat. All right. I have quite a few people here in the chat. Does anybody else have any questions for me, or should I end it here? Any questions for me, or should I end it here? Let me know. Nobody else is offering me anything. The cards just answered my question. No, my dear, it's $5. Personal questions are usually $5. I can answer any other questions, but personal questions are $5. If you have questions about astrology, if you have questions about synastry, if you have questions about tarot, I can answer those, but personal questions are I answer only for money. Hi, Charlotte. All right, I guess I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna go. Let me just see if I missed anyone. I hope I didn't. Rose, Kasturi, and Shibai. I think that's it. All right. I am going to wish you a wonderful day. You are all very valued. Oh, there we go. How does John feel about me? Um, hold on a second. Breath of fresh air. I'm gonna answer this question. What is the best match for Aquarius? So your best match is usually an air sign or a fire sign, but you need to take a look at where your descendant falls, and that will be your best match. So open your birth chart, take a look at the descendant, and that will be your best match. My descendant falls in Leo. I have not met a Leo yet. My Leo is out there somewhere. But breath of fresh air, thank you so much for supporting me. How does John feel about me? Okay, let me read that for you. All right. Egyptian Kitty, thank you so much. I'm gonna read for Breath of Fresh Air right now. How does John feel about me? How does John feel about Breath of Fresh Air? There is no cooperation between you right now. It looks like either there is no cooperation between you or there is some sort of disharmony and misalignment. Something is not working out here. Maybe some kind of a disorganized energy. Let me see 1 second. Okay. Disorganized energy. I hope it's not a conflict. This could mean a conflict, but not necessarily. What else does John feel towards the breath of fresh air? What else does John feel towards her? What else does he feel towards her? What else does John feel towards the breath of fresh air? What else does John feel? What else does John feel? What else does John feel? Three of Swords sideways. It seems like he's kind of struggling still between the heartbreak and getting over it. It's still very heavily on his mind. There has been emotional pain that he's trying to get over, whether you know it or not. There might have been a third party here. Whether it's on his side or it was on your side, there is an indication of third party. 3-3 right over here. And that has caused pain. Whether if even if it was on his side, even if he was dealing with somebody else, the rift between you caused by that has caused pain. And if that was on your side, then he's in pain. If he made it all up that there was a third party, then you know he feels pain about that. Sorry to say that, but what else does John feel towards breath of fresh air? Let me know if this resonates, by the way. He has a third party, yeah. The rift, clearly the rift caused a lot of pain here. He is, so it came out sideways, but was more leaning this way. He wants to rebalance things. He feels like, yes, there are differences, there is disintegration here. But he's kind of oscillating between coming back and leaving. I don't know what to do. This is what it's telling me. I don't know what to do, what path to take here. I have created a few messes and lovers in the bottom of the deck, choice between two people. It looks like there is he felt a very strong connection to you. How does John feel towards, okay, this fell out. Yeah, there is lack of success, ego, feeling discredited, a fear of change, kind of like playing it safe. That's why he's kind of oscillating between coming and just leaving completely, removing himself. There are feelings here, but it's more right now, it's more kind of like pain and ego wound, not wanting to just not plan this right here, to me indicating dropping one of the sticks or both together. Like this has caused some sort of chaos in his environment, whether you know it or not. This is what he feels. He feels like, yes, there is love here. There are feelings here, but there is also distrust and disharmony and breakups and imbalance. And I don't know what to choose here and how to go about it. That's how he feels, basically. That's how he feels. He is not in a good space. He's trying to get out of it, but not in a good space right now. So if he is showing as all peachy and fresh, no. No, absolutely not. Okay, let me clear this. And the next is Egyptian kitty. You're very welcome, breath of fresh air. Egyptian kitty has a question. You are a Scorpio and Omar is a Gemini. And how does your Yasmin Scorpio, Yasmin Scorpio, and you want to, hi Benny, you want to figure out the feelings, intentions, and actions. You know, let's take a look at Omar's feelings. So, Yasmin is a Scorpio. Yasmin is a Scorpio. She's dealing with Omar, who is a Gemini. How does Omar feel towards Yasmin? 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 How does Omar feel towards Yasmin, please? How does Omar feel towards Yasmin, please? New beginnings, new possibilities. That's how he feels. He feels like, is this something new that just started between the two of you? Please let me know. Oh, you had a fallout. He wants to begin again. This card can either indicate, oops, it can either indicate a beginning elsewhere or he wants to start again. What else does he feel towards Yasmin? What else does Omar feel towards Yasmin? Omar, the Gemini, towards Yasmin, the Scorpio. What else does Omar feel towards Yasmin? What else does Omar sense? There's a defeat, conflict that has been between the two of you. There is love here and there is a desire to reconcile. Was there a third party? This might indicate a third party, but not very strongly. If it was like this would be definitely a third party. This could go either way, does not really matter. This is something new. His feelings are, he just realized that he has deeper feelings for you. It seems like it. If not, there is a beginning somewhere else because of conflict with you. But let me clarify. Tell me more about Omar's feelings towards Yasmin. Omar's feelings towards Yasmin. It's heavy on him. It's weighing very heavy on him. There's a burden here, so I'm assuming this is a feeling towards you, not towards somebody else, and the desire to reconnect. What else does he feel towards Yasmin? What else does Omar feel? He feels like you have retreated emotionally. He feels like you left. I'm not quite sure. There was a third party. Yeah, yeah. So he feels like you retreated. He does have a very strong sense of connection with you. He feels like you're very nurturing. You click a lot of his, boxes. And it looks like he began somewhere else. I'm sorry. I cannot lie here. This is the very heavy feeling. He feels like you have withdrawn, and he's somewhere else. He has feelings for you as well, though. And maybe he's realizing that he's feeling much more than he thought. There's a definite conflict here between the two of you. All right. What does Omar want from Yasmin? What does Omar want from Yasmin? What does Omar want from Yasmin? What does he want from Yasmin? He wants you to kind of give him space. He wants you to contemplate, introspect, kind of learn things about yourself. Just, I don't like this energy, Yasmin. I'm going to be very straight with you. I really don't like the fact that he wants this from you. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'll do this after Yasmin. I feel like he wants you to kind of stay away right now. Tell me more. Yeah, I hate negative readings, but he's just kind of not aligned with this right now. I'm sorry. He's playing it safe. He's investing where it's easier for him right now. But it is very heavy on him. It's heavy. And he did have feelings for you. Even if he's denying, he did have feelings for you. What are his intentions towards Yasmin? What are Omar's intentions towards Yasmin? Omar's intentions towards Yasmin. He wants to show you compassion. He wants to show you compassion. He wants to nurture and heal you, but not just yet. He is going to do this when the dust settles, I think. Tell me more. His intentions towards Yasmin. Omar's intentions towards manipulative energy here. Yasmin, be careful of this person. Maybe you don't need him in your life. Things are not looking good. There is a third party here. There is just very uncertain feelings. Despite the fact that this is weighing heavily on him, he has withdrawn. He wants you to be alone right now, which is not a very nice thing. He basically to wants you to be alone while he is entertaining somebody else. This is what it feels like to me. Manipulation, yes, he wants to show you compassion, but this is a little phony. It does not read right to me. This feels like pity. I don't like this. Stay away from this person, Yasmin. I does not say whether he wants sexual with you or not. The only thing that it tells me is he wants you to be alone and not date anybody else. You know, he wants you to suffer the consequences. He's very, this is, this, when this comes out like this, reversed, this is not a very good person. So just like, you're better off alone, honestly. Not alone, you will find somebody else, I'm sure. Just don't let people like that into your life. There were feelings there, but it does not seem like it comes from a good place, like it comes from a self aware place. It looks like this person does not know himself, you know. You're dating others? Okay, good. Keep dating. Absolutely. I I totally agree with your advice. Keep dating, Yasmin. You know, you don't want anybody like that in your energy. All right, is next. Has a fells, I assume it's Florida's Aries, a fells. Or oh no, it's a person, right? FL. Okay. Has a fells health and employment got better since the last time I talked to him? He was going through a lot mentally and physically. Has a fell's health and employment got better? Has a fell's Aries is in Aries. Health and employment get better. His initials, yeah. As a fell's energy and employment get better. This came out in the reverse. No, it's a no. There is like an emotional loss here. He's going through it still. A little bit of a blocked energy, blocked creativity. Focused on self love though. Kind of feeling empty, dejected. Tell me more. Tell me more about his health and employment. Tell me more. Yeah, he's healing right now. It feels like he's healing. He's being proactive though. He's trying to restore whatever he's lost. Fighting for it. So healing, fighting for it. These two cards came out together, this and the Four of Swords that fell down. Um, so this means that he's fighting for healing, for restoring himself, but he's still going through it. It looks like he's still kind of in the woods. Yeah, see heavy burdens, extra, just a lot of extra weighing on him, lots of hard work in order to complete this. Fighting though, fighting. So that's all right to be nosy. Well, you know, sometimes it takes people a little bit longer. I have a friend like that, and he's going through one thing after another, after another, after another. It's seriously just very, and it's real. It's real. It's not like he is doing it to himself, and it's just very disheartening. He's gaining lots of information about things, about how to improve his life. Um, so yeah, he's fighting. There's a tower here. There's a lesson here. So basically, there is a lesson in this for him. So I hope I had better news for you. Hi, Benny. Hi, Jay. All right, guys. I am a little tired. I'm going to go. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting me. Thank you so much. You're my number one supporter. You're very welcome. Um, Everybody, thank you so much. And we will talk very soon. Probably tomorrow, hopefully. If not, then very soon. Next week for sure. Bye bye, guys. Yeah, I'll get some rest. Thank you, love.